Hello, everyone. I am so sorry. I did get the video and everything ready like a few minutes ago. Don't have any idea of what happened, so I do apologize. Let's go ahead and just dive right into my chat so I can see what y'all talking about. There we go. Alrighty. So, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and let people dive right in, and then I will go ahead and start talking about the big project. But first, what I want to talk about is some topics. I know what everyone is asking. Queenie, where have you been? What's going on? Why'd you jump off the edge of the world? I don't know. A lot has happened, but I'm a lot better. Working on myself, working with Mr. Mubu, and just simply working my butt off at work. So that's kind of what's been going on. I do believe back in October, maybe November. I think it was it was way before November. I want to say like it was back in September, October is when I was really just doing videos with you guys, and just something didn't seem right. Hi, Diamond Painting Dreamer. Some things didn't seem right. It just seemed like so much, and I felt very overwhelmed with my personal life, my relationship, work, videos, diamond painting, trying to just do everything all together. And it's very overwhelming. And so what I decided to do was just shut everything down. I literally did not want to diamond paint no more. I took everything of diamond painting off of my channel. If I was diamond painting, I took it off. If I did, what was it? If I did anything, it was just taken off. The only thing I kept up was, my drag performances that I started uploading this summer. With that being said, I am now at a good place. I feel a little bit more confident. I started looking at other things because diamond painting gets old. And I admire a lot of subscribers that jump around and do different things, such as coloring, diamond painting, crocheting, cross stitching, beaded cross stitch. Thanks to my best friend Maela, she showed me beaded cross stitch, and I love it, but I have no idea where to start. I wish it would be, I'm pretty sure they have canvases that, well, the one that she does is the painting's already on it, kind of like diamond painting, and you start with that color and that symbol. Well, yeah, that is diamond paint. That is beaded cross stitch, right? Like you don't do beaded cross stitch on a blank canvas. I don't know. I've never really paid attention, but she just showed me how to like put the bead on the needle and super right through the canvas. It's pretty cool. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. But after a very long thought process, I got a lovely gift from the love of my life, Mr. Mubu. He got me this lovely gift, which is my laptop. I love it. It's a little guy, but I love it. It's the thought that counts, that he does want me to succeed, and that means a lot to me. So, Mr. Mubu, if you're watching this, I love you with all of my heart, and let's just jump right in. The holidays. The holidays have been very rough for me. I did do Thanksgiving here. I had family over. I got to spend it with my niece, and then Christmas just did not seem very Christmassy this year. I have no idea why. But I did get to spend it with loved ones. I was able to see my mom. She came down for a few weeks. She left before Christmas Eve. Excuse me, my mouth is getting dry. My mom was able to come up, and we had lots of fun. I mean, we all got sick, but I mean, we did have lots of fun, and it was just really nice seeing her and spending some time with her. I really needed that. Also, I was really stuck on politics. I don't want to know your guys' politics. I'm not going to tell you mine. But I was just stuck on politics for a while. I was just watching what's going on in my world. And, you know, if I can make a difference, I hope just to vote. Now is the big project reveal. This has been taking me hours and hours of research. I contacted some subscribers asking them, hey, have you possibly heard of this? Or I saw that you guys have done videos. What can you help me with? Some people told me just that there's been like people that order the design. So like they tell you how to crochet a design. While with me, I wanted to try something different. And this all started with a project that my mom told me that my aunt who raised me decided to do. She crocheted the Last Supper in, let me grab my bag of thread. Well, it's not really thread. Like it's like that doily material. Like it's a thread, but it's a little bit thicker. Like this is really thin compared to regular yarn. And I've been messing around with this stuff and I was like, okay, let's try to crochet the Last Supper. And I told my mom I want to find the pattern, and I found the pattern. Hopefully I can order the pattern soon. And I would love for either her or I or one of us to recreate the Last Supper, because when my mom had it, when my aunt had it, everybody wanted it. And I remember my mom telling me that it took her hours and hours to do. So what I decided to do, and I am going to do a info video, I guess you would call it, or infomercial about it. This is what it is. It is a grid. Graph. That's what it is. Starting from corner 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, these ones are odd numbers. The even numbers are on this side. With this being said, I did a lot of research. I visited some websites, and I finally got what I wanted. So this is more of a test for me to see if it really works. Kind of like the way people are with dye and paintings. They want to check to see if the quality is good. Is the information that they're giving them correct? Stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just rambling on. But like I said, I did a lot of research. There is 40 sheets of paper for each one. And I did this myself, and I'm very confident this is only 10 pages. This, however, is the other section. This right here. Okay, plus this. Okay, 40 lovely papers. Okay, and let me show you what it is. I decided to go with something simple. My best friend Isaac got me a lovely painting of course, my one and only Selena. And I was like, okay, what can I do to just give back to him? So I decided to go to this website. It's called stitchfiddle.com. I uploaded a photo, and I told him that I want to crochet. You can either do corner to corner or crochet with multiple colors. Well, the image that I have is only 2 colors. And this is what I'm making for him. Well, at least attempting to. I will show you. It is the Selena logo. I hope you guys can see it without the really terrible glare. It's the Selena logo. So I'm crocheting with yarn and a needle. And right now, as we speak, I'm going to be jumping in to add the first section of color to see if this really works. How am I doing this? I am so lost, but I guess I have to follow the grid, the graph, as you would call it. If you guys do hear those little claws, those are my little critters, my dogs. I have hardwood floors, so they like to just run around, and you'll hear their little claws. I will be announcing what my YouTube will be of. Excuse me. Let me get my marker. That's the only thing I'm missing. Okay. So, what I am... That is true. I paid for... hold on. Okay, I paid for the subscription for Stitch Fiddle. Stitch Fiddle. I paid for the subscription. I go and I ask for the written pattern. It didn't give it to me. I kid you not, I can do it right now. It does not give me the stitch pattern. It gives me the graphs, but it does not tell me the stitch pattern. So I am doing it on my own. I increased my graph because the ones that I had were like literally like these little dots, and I couldn't read. I was like, whoa, is that like number 86 or 68? I couldn't read. And I said, okay, so obviously you start with 1. So you stitch 1 and you go all the way across, all the way up to 196 stitches. So right now with me, I have 196. I know what you guys are thinking. Queenie, where's the beginning? Where's the end? What are you doing? Let me show you. La 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 la. Okay. So this is my little graph again. This right here is 20 stitches. Okay. 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 190. And this little green guy is my indicator that this is the back. This is the end. So if I hold it the way I am, where the pink one is, where the first pink one is, this side is empty. This is my beginning. This is my front. I will be looking... That's false. It will be my back. Excuse me. So if I hold it up like this, when I go, I have to get to stitch. So I've already done that section. I've already done this section. I've already done this. I already done this. I already done this. I already done that. Here's where I'm starting. I am starting on stitch number 5, excuse me. This is row 5. The only way I know it's row 5, well, that's false. This is row 5, this little guy right here. I'm now in row 6. I have to start on row 6. Starting on row 6, it says my first color is going to be the red. Well, those are the only 2 colors, black and red. On stitch 130, add your first layer of color and do the 1, 2, 3. So 130, 131, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is my first section. I have way too many papers here, so I want to keep this all organized. Move these sections over here. I will go more into detail as I'm doing this because I want to make sure I'm doing it correctly. I am doing a chain 1 on the whole thing. So each stitch is chain 1. Okay. So now that I just got to my first color, it says starting on row 5 on stitch 130, I'm writing this down as I go with you guys. I'm single crocheting from 130 to 146. Let's double check that. Row 5. Excuse me, 131. Correct. Because row 6. Oh no, we're on row 6. That's why. Ha, I joked. 136. So it's row 6 on So I have to change that on row 6 on 136 stitch, which is right here. Jump to your red color from 130 to 143. So I want to do this with you guys. And that's why I want to write this down. So right now, as I'm looking, because this is my beginning part. Okay, so this is row 6 up here. Okay, I'm barely starting row 6. So I get to spend some time with you guys, crocheting, talking, letting you guys know what's going on. And I will also read some of your guys's comments. Okay, so I do know like 20s here, 40, 60, 80, 120. Once I get to the row 120 is when we'll go ahead and we'll pay a little bit more attention to that first part. And I know that as I go, it's going to get a lot more difficult. So, I mean, I'm just bearing with it. Let's go ahead and read some comments. Alrighty, Diamond Painting Dreamer. Hi, y'all. D. Baker. Hey, sweetie. How you been? Diamond Painting Dreamer. Oh, that was sweet. Diamond Painting Dreamer. Oh, you crochet? How cool. I do crochet. I started crocheting, I think it was back in 2000. Let's see, 2010, I want to say. If not, probably earlier than that. My mom and my aunt, I came home and my aunt was working on a blanket. I guess she asked my great-grandmother, because my great-grandmother used to crochet too. And she said, hey, you know, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. She goes, hey, you know, I'm glad you guys can see me. Okay. She goes, hey, you know, I'm crocheting. And my mom was like, really? So I guess they went to the store and they were actually just talking, and I came home and my mom started a blanket, which was like from her chest to her waist down. And I walk in and I was like, what are you guys doing? And I was just so amused how quickly, like now, I can do it just like them, you know, just create those stitches. And I was always amused, and I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, how do you guys make that? And my mom was like, do you want to know how? And I was like, yeah. So she brings me over to her blanket that she was working on. And she literally just said, okay, grab your needle. And here I am thinking of it like, she's like, eat it, hold it like you would a fork. So I'm holding it. And she goes, okay, hold your material. Well, I didn't know what to do, so I'm over here like this. She goes, stick your needle into this chain. Well, here I am trying to chase it. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it won't go in. She goes, hold on to your material. Okay. Put your yarn like this and just stick it in there. Pull through too. And I was like, no way. So, I mean, I just got off of work. I just got paid. I had money. We go to Walmart. I pick out a yarn and I get my first needle, which is a J hook needle. She goes, that's fine for you. She starts the blanket for me. She shows me how to start the blanket. And I'm like, okay. So I'm doing this, right? A few days later, I go and I visit my best friend, Mayela, and she's doing knitting. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, knitting. Well, I thought I was like a professional at crocheting. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm crocheting. And she goes, how do you crochet? I was like, with one needle. She goes, I don't understand what you're doing. So I showed her and I started it for her. And same thing. She was like, oh my God, I want this. So what do? We go to the store, we get yarn, and we get her a crocheting needle. So I showed her how to do it, and she just became professional. And I don't get it. I taught her how to crochet. And she is the one over here, you know, making more crafts, just doing so much more. And I was like, what? Like, how is that possible? She's done more projects than me. Crazy lady. Actually, what I love about it, and I wanted to show you guys, from Joann's It was like $1, and I fell in love with it. I don't know if about y'all, but I do get like burns from holding the yarn. And I was like, I wonder if I'm the only one that has that problem. And I'm gonna freak out if it's not my bag. But hold on one second. I'm gonna need this red yarn here. I found this cool little, like, it holds your thread. It's like a thread holder. I thought it was just so cool. Here it is. Okay. I found this little plastic thingy, and you just stick it on your finger. Okay. You lift it up. Let's put this over here. No. Okay. I put my ball back in my pouch so it doesn't go rolling all over the place. And what you do is you stick your little thread like so. Close this little guy up. And look at that. I'm still trying to get used to it, but I love it because it doesn't burn your finger. The fabric doesn't burn your finger. And I'm just like so in love with it. And I'm like, yeah, I love my little thingy. But no, actually these if you guys are wondering, these little plastic safety pins, these are my counters. So as you chain, if you have to keep count, you just hook them on to that stitch. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So yes, I crochet. And that is my little story on how I became a crocheter. Okay. Baker it easy. Wait, what? Okay. Message me on Facebook, babe, after this so I can help you out. I did an Afghan and I did through them. I had to have it written. See, I mean, I would like for it to be written, and then, but at the same time, I guess it's just that determination of, let me figure this out on my damn own. Like, I don't need someone to write it down for me. I'll write it on my own. But then that's like the point of help, right? When you do ask for help. Like, I'm definitely going to message you because I think it's like kind of cool that finding someone knows how. Because I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, okay, let's figure this out. It's kind of the bad thing. My finger gets stuck in here. So I wait until my yarn gets heavier. And once this starts to actually rub up against my hand. Like wait until it dries. And that's when I go. Okay. You stitching a half stitch? Yes, it's not a double crochet. It's just a single stitch. I can do written or by that. Oh, okay. I am terrible at reading the graph. I can get lost and confused. I'm actually surprised at myself that I was able to figure this out on my own. I mean, kudos to me. But yeah, that's kind of my dealio. Nana of Seven Crabs. He said Joann's at Dime Painting Dreamer. Wait, what? Oh, where you get knit? Where did you get knit? Where did I get knit what? Oh, are you talking about my counters? These little counters? Or are you talking about my little yarn crochet things? These are actually, okay, did I say Joann's? Where was I? Hobby Lobby. There you go. Me and Mr. Mubu went to Hobby Lobby because I also went to the Ark to look around. And Hobby Lobby is right next to the Ark. So when I was there, if anybody doesn't know what the Ark is, it is a thrift store. And I am like addicted to thrift stores. I can pop some tags up in a thrift store. Because I'm going to pop some tags. I only got $20 in my pocket. If you can just take $20, you are amazing at what you can get at the Ark for $20. You don't even want to know what I can do with $100 at the Ark. Like, you can find some stuff. You can remodel your whole entire room with $20. But yes, I love Hobby Lobby. That's where I got it. I also got my counters there also. So Oh my goodness. Is it Sariba? Hi, Sariba. How are you, hun? Welcome to my channel. I don't remember if if you've been here before. If so, I don't remember. I haven't gone live in a very long time. I haven't really communicated with very many people either. I'm sorry. But yes, I am super excited because I'm about to grab the red yarn here shortly. Oh, I thought you said Joanne's. I think I said Joanne's too, Nana of Seven Crafts. I really do. I think I said Joanne's. My apologies. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's official. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It is at Hobby Lobby, right next to the yarn, between cross stitching and all of the yarn areas. Just ask for counters. What's funny is that when I asked an associate if they were for, like, I'm looking for counters, she wanted to give me this little guy that is like a tapper, like you tap for like, I don't know if you've ever seen bouncers. They have like these little clickers. I don't want to like stitch a row and click, stitch a row and click. I just want something that I can actually visually see. So with these little plastic safety pins, well, welcome back. You can actually catch my live, which is what I was about to bring up. My lives go every Tuesday between 5:30 or 6 Mountain Time. I will post it. My Facebook link is right in the what's it called? In the description. Well, that's my YouTube channel. I was gonna give you guys my Facebook. But yeah, that is what I am doing. I am currently making my videos of just me crafting. It's going to either be this or diamond painting. I'm very proud of myself. I came out of the woodworks, and it's just nice to be back. But I will only be going live once a week. If I have any video content that I want to show you guys, it's not just crafts. It's not just crocheting. If I am making something to eat, I want to show you guys what I'm doing. It's just nice to have somebody around and not be in the, I guess, be in the presence of people, but not be in the presence of people. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have to smell the people's bad breath. And trust me, I smell bad breath all day. It's terrible. Okay, so we have our first 20, 40, 60, 80. We're almost to 100 stitches. Okay, so I know when I get to 120, I need to really watch what I'm doing, because it's going to be, this is 100, this is 120. Between here is where we're going to first start our red yarn. And what I'm using is I'm using the Red Heart Black, and then I have the name for this one, but I can't find the paper. I have to grab the other sample that I have. This is the color yarn that I will be using for the Selena writing. So, like I said, it's going to be black and maroon. And I think it's going to be visible. I mean, obviously, it's going to be visible. You can't miss it. But it's going to be very thin. I do want to make one with purple, just straight purple, and then go with white, more of a white material. I want to make that for my Selena room. Speaking of Selena room, my best friend, the one who will be getting this little shawl thing, this little fabric thing, this little gift I'm making him, he got me a very beautiful painting yesterday of Selena. I will love to show you guys. If not, it will be posted on my Facebook page. I did have a group called Queens of Crafts. I got very frustrated around that because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand the group. It's just a hot mess. Hey, do you need to go potty? Baby? Oh, sorry, I have a little critter that needs to use the restroom. Excuse me. Really? Why don't you like Red Heart? Tell me about it. Hey, come on, let's go potty. Come on. Let's go potty. Go potty. I know you need to go potty. I know when they need to go potty because they poke their little heads out. Really, Diamond Painting Dreamer, why don't you like Red Heart? Is it the material, like the texture of it, or is it the yarn quality? I've worked with Red Heart since, let's see. I've worked with Red Heart for, I want to say, since 2010. So, I mean, that's going to be a good 10, 11 years that I've been working with them. I love it. I really do. I love the strengthness of the yarn, the warmth that it gives. I like the yarn. It's nice. I like Debbie Bliss Dreamer, but more expensive. Debbie Bliss Dreamer. I don't know if I've heard of that. Let's go ahead and write that down. Debbie Bliss. Huh. Yarn. Debbie Bliss. Do they sell it at Walmart? I think I've seen it maybe. I really want to say I was talking to Dreamer. The yarn is Debbie Bliss. Yeah, but I could have sworn I've seen that yarn before. There was one that I just recently found, and the texture of this yarn, I think it was acrylic. It was just silk between my fingers. Oh, I loved it. There's this new one that just came out. Oh my goodness. Anthony fell in love with it. I was like, babe, it's like $9 for, I want to say, the same, maybe a little bit less than what you would get from the simple amount of yarn that you would get from Red Heart, because this thing was silky. The way it just slid through your fingers. I was playing with it in Walmart, but I have no idea. I have to go look at it. Am I a hamster wheel, you guys? Let me know. Maybe it's just my phone. I hope I'm not being a hamster today. I do see the little hamster wheel. I do like Simply Soft. I do. That was one that me and Anthony were looking at because we were just looking at colors. There was one that I bought of Simply Soft, and it was like this beautiful blue. I loved it. Let me look at the little critters in 1 second. Come on, you guys. Come on. Inside. Good girl. I find it very funny, these little critters. They, yeah. It's like butter. Yes, I agree. Sunshine creates. Okay, I'm sorry, honey. I don't have my glasses on. McKee Sunshine Creates. I agree. It's like butter. I love butter. What's funny is I have a coworker, and he's from Brooklyn. And every time he talks, you can just totally hear his accent. And he's like, it's like butter. I was like, really? You have a very strong accent. Hi, Deb. How are you? Welcome to the channel. I am crocheting, and I hope I didn't pass my mark. You guys, can you guys stop? No arguing. 20, 40, 60, 81. Okay, so we are actually at the 120 stop. So, with that being said, 121, because it's right here. I want to make sure I have this correct. Because here's my next stitch. Here's my next stitch. Here's my next stitch. So this is 120. So 121, 122, 123, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I know, sweetie. I'm sorry. I've been MIA. I totally disclosed everything in my channel when I was talking earlier. Okay, I think I'm almost to that mark. So let's go ahead and count real quick. So here is my 120. Okay, so 120 is all right here. Okay, so 121, 122, 123, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. At 31, 32, what does our paper say? It says we need to be at it came up at 130. Ooh, shoot, I passed it. Okay. I knew I was going to say something wrong. Okay. So here's our 120 all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this guy right here, okay, let's recount this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 120, 121, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is a 40. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. So I pulled out 2 of them. So I pulled out 2. So it's 1 and 2. Okay, this next stitch, so here's my black, okay, into this next stitch, this one has to be red. Okay, so let me grab my red yarn. Okay, so it says from the red yarn to 43, so for 13 stitches. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, just stick my needle, grab my new yarn. Oops. I'm gonna leave myself some space with the tail. So here's the red tail. Okay, I hope I'm doing this right. If y'all know what I'm doing, then if I'm doing this right, please let me know. Okay, so this one pulls in. Okay, so I'm pull this black real tight. Pull this one right here. Make it so it's not so far out. So now I'm using my red yarn. So this is my first stitch of red yarn. So it's going to be 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, because it's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, our 40 mark is right here. So we actually need to go back 1 because we have to be even with this. So I need to go back to at least right here because that's not right. I knew I was missing I thought I could have sworn I did an extra stitch. So with that being said, we move this red one, take this guy out right here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stick this guy right here, do his stitch. Okay, because it's 20. Okay, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yep, because 30 has to be the red stitch. Hey, leave her alone. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Sunshine Creates, leaving a very long tail, because the next row I'm also going to have to stitch. So what I'm thinking of is my front part is going to look nice, and then my back part is going to leave all those little rough stitches, but I'm leaving long tails. So now we're here at 30. Oops. Okay. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Gosh darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My 10 is right here. I knew I pulled out another additional one. Gosh darn it. I'm glad you guys have the patience with me to watch what I'm doing, because I knew that once I started adding color, it was going to be a lot more difficult, but I'm not giving up. I'm glad I get to spend it with you guys. So this one has to be the last stitch, because this one's the 30. Because my 20 mark, I have them in 20 sections. I should have done it in 10. I should have done it in 10. Okay, so there's that. Here is the first stitch. 1. Oh, no, not like that. Whoopsie. So we're going to go into here. I'm glad I caught that. I started chaining 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, snap. I'm very picky. Like, have you ever had where your yarn goes through the thread? I hate that. I think I get so annoyed when my yarn actually does that. Oh, not counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is number 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I was counting way too much. Okay, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. My 40 stitch and my 20 stitch mark are right together. That is correct. Bye, McKee. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope to see you next time. Just a reminder, I do go live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. If I do not go live, there will be a statement. If I don't make it on Tuesdays, there will be a statement on my Facebook page. See you there. Bye. Aww. Okay. So 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay. That is our first point of color, and I'm very glad I had you guys here. So now I'm debating, do I clip the yarn or do I wait? That is what I'm scared. I don't like cutting my yarn. I don't like wasting yarn. I like to cut my yarn once my whole projects are finished. Does that make sense? So since the red is done, so let's look at my papers. Let's look at the papers. Let's look at the facts and figures, Barry. Okay, so that one's done. This one's done. This one's done. This one's done. This one's done. And this one's done. So those ones are done. This is section 1. Okay. This is the continuing of section 1, which is right underneath me. Okay. $97 to, yeah, that's about right. Okay, so we just did our first section on 5. So I didn't start on 4. I decided to start on 5. That was my own personal preference because this part right here, what we're looking at right now, this is the stem of the rose. I didn't want the stem to be underneath the S so much, so I waited until I went a row up. So let's look. So this is number 4. This is number 5. We just did number 5, okay? So we're at 136, 137, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. We go back to black. Okay, because we're on row 5 right here. And we go to number 5. So this one's already done. I'm going to check this guy off. Okay, I go to 144, and let's check to see if any other number 5, row number 5, has any more color. Nope. 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 So I continue on to black until I hit row 36. Row 6. Row 6 will give me, actually, that's a lie. So I just did row 5. This is row 6. So row 6 started at 130. That was correct. That's where it started. This is where I started. This is my start. So when I do row 7, I'm actually going to start 3 stitches before my red. So I just got to remember that. That's going to be easy. So that is now row 6, row 7. So I write everything down. So row 7. Change to red. On stitch number 128. 128, right? So after 127. So I'm going to put out, change to red after stitch 127. And I'm going to be doing that from row 7 all the way up to row number 7. So I do that all the way down to row 133. So 133. And by looking at this, I stay on black the whole time. Yep. Nothing but black. Like I said, if you guys are really interested, I can probably do more of an informational one of what I'm actually doing and what I'm actually looking at. So now that I'm done with with the red part on row 6, so let's go here. This was the last stitch right here. Okay. From here, here's my black yarn. I'm just going to go ahead, dive right in. So maybe there's a few inches out here. So the redness, I'm going to go ahead and give myself some more inches. And I'm just going to dunk my needle from here into the next stitch. I'm just going to grab some yarn, pull through, make sure my red yarn is tight. That way it doesn't go nowhere. That was the next one. So now that the red is right here, pull onto this guy a little bit more. Hold onto him. Right there. 1, 2. There we go. Now we're back to black. I feel like Amy Winehouse. Back to black. Okay, now I get to stay focused because, like I said, this is my front part. So I know when I go through my back part, it's actually going to change. So I need to flip this at 133 to 127. Because this is 40. So when I come back, it's going to be 40, 41, 42, 43. And then this one is going to be 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Yeah, so it's going to be right here. And then I'm going to do all the way up to 27. So this one is 130. Okay. 30, 31, 32, 33. Actually, I was right. So what I'm actually going to do, so I know my marker, I'm going to grab one of my different colored pens since I've been using pink as my countings. I'm going to use this one as my next stitch to know that's where I need to start. So this is 30, 31, 32, 33. I need to start at 33. So I'm going to poke my little yarn. He's going to sit right there. And that's where I know where to put my next yarn. So I can go this way. And I'm going to stop at 30, 30. This one right here is 29, 28, 27. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another one. I think I kind of like these because you can actually, so 29, 28, 27 is when I do the next, because I'm going backwards. And then I will flip it when I have to do my next one. Yeah, I was going to wait until the first also, but I decided just to do it now. Pretty much my best friend and I were talking, and he's like, just do you. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do me. I'm doing me. So, but yeah. Anyways, yes. So now that I'm able to think freely for a bit, I'll be going live on Tuesdays at 5:30 or 6 p.m. It'll be announced on my drag page, Unika Dalion. I will go ahead and post the website. I think the website is already in my description box. Let's double check. Yes, let's see. Yes, my Facebook profile link is actually in my description box. Oh, why are you guys nervous? Don't be nervous, y'all. I mean, it's all good. I mean, what's the biggest thing you can do while going live? Is it you might stutter, you might forget what you want to say, you might just freeze up and just sit here like I do sometimes and just crochet or dye and paint or whatever it is. It happens. It's okay. But yeah, I have some upcoming events. I will be going to Mexico starting in February. I will go to Mexico for the first time ever, and I am scared to go, but I'm so excited. There is a very big reason why, which I will disclose later. There's nothing wrong with that dye painting, Jimmer. I mean, I really want to do this infomercial about this Grafgan, but I mean, I guess I'm a little too nervous. So maybe I should put this up if I'm going to go up. I'm a little too nervous at times. So, but I mean, if this comes out good, then yeah, definitely that's exactly what I'm going to do. I would like to do one where it tells you the instructions, but I think that's the fun part of it, is actually trying to figure it out for yourself. Subs come and go. That's the way I see it. If they really like you, they'll be there for your content. And they'll watch you. And they'll be like, wow, she entertains me while he or she or it or whatever you want to call it entertains me while I'm doing my crafts. I don't do this for free stuff or for money. I just enjoy it. Trust me, I don't get free stuff. Like, that doesn't happen. People don't just hand out free things. It's like my mom always said, life ain't for free. She got that right. I gotta work for everything. Ugh. Okie dokie. Okay, so we just completed row 6, and now we are going to start row 7. So this is the first. Am I supposed? I always get nervous. Am I supposed to go in here or no? And when I do, yes. Because when I do, I want it to, so it stays there. My next stitch, I go right into this one. No, because then it ends up doing that little rookie looking thing. Right? I always gotta like look at how I do my edges. And even though no matter how many times, even if I write it down, yeah, you don't want that. You don't add that extra stitch. So I take that guy out. I crochet 1 and then I turn it over. I don't do like another one. Silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can always tell by the edging of how I do it, which again, it looks like I made that extra stitch. Because it was straight and now it's not. Did I add an extra stitch? How do I know if I added an extra stitch? Because it looks bulky. Like it looks nice and straight and also it looks bulky. Everything is nice and straight until it gets to this part. What do you have to fill out a form for? I'm kind of confused. What's the form? How do I do my freaking corner? That's where it needs to end. So that means I have to take this guy out. That's how I do it. I don't do that extra chain. I did an extra chain on row 5 going to row 6 and I didn't notice. I hate that. So this little loop is going to stay right there. So I know that when I got to here, okay, I got to my last stitch, which was right there, okay. This guy was my last stitch. I go out. I chained 1. I go back into this loop. What I've noticed is like when I do patterns like this where it's single crocheted, I do like this weird outskis. But on this other side, I don't seem to have that issue. I don't know if you guys can tell what I'm trying to explain. Like, look how straight this is. That is nice and straight. Like, that is perfect. Well, to me, it's perfect. I like it. Like, it's straight. It is straight. Well, besides my tension. But it's straight. It's a straight arrow. Like, it's flat. Okay? Now, for some odd reason, and I don't know why, when I did one of my loops, I have, like, this big bulk right here. Right where I did my big one. Oh, that's exciting. I'll have to think about that. It might be something I might be up to. But yeah. So you don't change this part, you change this part. So that means I did it right. I just can't touch that part no more. Okay, that's going to bother me. That is really going to bother me. And I really don't want to start over. This is so weird. I hope I don't mess this up. I mess this up, it's going to bother me. It's like what's funny is I think I asked that one time in a live chat, like, if you know you mess up, do you go and correct it even though you've gone so far, or do you just stay with it? I guess I'm just weird like that. I think of those type of things. Okay, so if this red works out good on this next row, then I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Ooh, lordy, my black is getting stuck. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay, so this we are working on. I'll look into it. I mean, I've done my diamond paintings before, and I do need to finish this very big, massive diamond painting, this 60 by 80 that I have. I did tell Mr. Mover that, I might do a weapon chat here, weapon chat there, and just talk. And while I diamond paint, you guys can see what's going on in my life. So remember, when we get to these two green ones right up here is when we're going to switch to our red. Because what we're making is this logo. Did you guys see the logo? See, but like, okay, I know like if I did a middle of a stitch, I have to go back and correct it. But because it was the edging, maybe no one will notice. It's the first edging. It's the only one that got messed up. It's okay. Even though what's funny is I'm OCD about everything. But when it comes to crocheting, like this part, like where you just do single crochets or double crochets like this, I kind of lose that umph. And then I get mad at myself. I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? What, honey bunny? It was baby's birthday on Christmas Eve, so she got to have a lot of snacks. Huh, baby? She knows, like, when I talk about her because, like, she literally smiles and winks at me. I think it's cute. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I forget. I cannot do it. I have a medical procedure on New Year's Eve. Oh, well, my prayers go out to you, Diamond Painting Dreamer. Hopefully you have a speedy and fast recovery, hun. Okay, so we're getting back to our red right here. Remember, when we get to our green tags is when we're going to switch this logo. Switch the logo. Switch colors. to jump this guy over to this side of the red yarn. Throw him over here. Okay. So keep going with black until I get to my green peg. Because remember, that one's going to be 133, and I have to go all the way up to 127. So here's this last stitch. So between these two, I'm going to stick my red back over to here, as so. I'll pull and give it some more tension. Hold it with my thumb. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. Okay, hold on. Hold me. Like, you're kind of in my way. Okay. So now, with this one, I'm going to hold on to this red, pop through, and then go into this next one. Crochet, pull through, and then all the way up until I hit this red one. Pull through, pull through, go under, pull through. Okay. I think we're off to a good start, people. I'm very happy about this. Go and pull this guy nice and tight. You don't want him to get loose. And then pull through, pull through. And I'm glad I have my markers because that's 127. So once I'm done with 127, I'm going to jump back to black right here. Okay. Right here, I'm going to jump back to black. Right there. And right. Because we're already in that one, so we go into this one. We go through the black. Pull through, and now we're back to black. You really got to keep track of when you switch colors. And I noticed that okay, so let's take a look-see at what we just did. Okay, it looks like a hot mess. Okay, so this guy I'm going to put to the back, but you can tell that the red, oh, there you guys go. Before you can go show me what the pattern is, Unica. Definitely will. What it is you can tell that this part is part of the stem. Then it's going to jump to the front because this is the back because it's going to go like this. Actually, this is a lie. This is the front because when you look at it, the rose is actually going. Yeah, this is the front of it. So when I go, it's going to be the flower going this way. Okay. The flower is going to be on this side. Let me show you guys the logo real quick. This is the logo. We have a lot to do. So this is the logo. I'm going to leave this guy right here. I don't know if y'all can see. This is the logo, okay? I'm going to turn my work around so you guys can see. Don't mind the little threads. Those will be gone soon once we're done. We'll go ahead. We'll flip them through the other side. So this is actually the front part of it, okay? This is the beginning part of the stem. So this right here, this little red line, that's going to go up. It's going to go up, okay? Just like the logo. So it's going to go up. So right now we are right. Oops. Okay. We are right. Okay. This part right here is this part right here. That is all we've done. Is this little stem to the flower. This right here. I started this. Let's see. I got the idea, I want to say on the 23rd. Did research the 23rd. The 24th. Didn't do any research yesterday because I wanted to spend Christmas with my family and not worry about stress. So this part is part of the stem. So that is what we're doing. So this right here, this little red part, is the stem. Now, part of me, I want to ask you guys, when it comes to this, okay, Deb, I'll see you later, hon. If anyone's done this, am I supposed to go all one way with black and red? Like, am I supposed to keep chopping up my yarn on one side and redoing it so everything stays like this? Nana of Seven Crafts, you've never seen my videos I have posted? Honey, I am the Selena impersonator, silly little lady. But yeah, should I redo this part? Let me know now before I make any mistakes so that my yarn can continue to look like this. Do I just go straight forward? Because if so, that means I have to start from the beginning again to keep everything facing forward. Does that make sense? Let me know what your guys' opinions are. Because what I'm noticing is look how the yarn is being shown. I mean, it looks so much better when it's facing forward at you. Hold on, you guys. I need to look at something. This is my front. This is my front. This is my front. Because the flower will go this way. As I'm going with this. This is the front side. So to be specific, I'm going to put, that way it helps me. And I know That way I know which one is the front and which one is the back. Well, I don't know if it really matters. I mean, I think it matters. I think it really does matter. I'm just going to slip this guy right here so I know which one is the front. Purple is the front. I don't care if I have all these counters on me. It helps me. Okay, well, I might have to continue doing this. If worse comes to worse and as I'm going, it's not working, then oh well. But at least I'm gaining the experience. And like D. Baker said, there's written instructions, but I mean, even I will show you guys my website. So let's just, I'll go ahead and show you guys. Let's go to my www.stitchfiddle Tommy Gibson. Okay, so I'm going to go to my chart, my charts. My chart equals what, oh, stop. So here's my logo. And then what you do is you go to these little 3 bars right here. Okay. Then it says view, scroll, written instructions. To create the written instructions, the description of each stitch must be entered. That means I have to write them. That's what upsetted me. I don't want to write my instructions. If it's showing on the logo, shouldn't it show, like if it's showing on the graph, doesn't that create the stitches for you or you have to do it? That's what makes no sense for me. So yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I'm going to continue working on this. I just wanted to share this experience with you. Please stay tuned. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be going live. That is official. Anyone wants to come and see me, you guys are more than welcome. That is so cool. Wait, was that you guys like many years ago or was that just recently? Stucky in Bud. Did you see my logo, Stucky? I've missed Stucky. Everyone say hi to Stucky and Bud because I've missed them like crazy. I haven't been able to watch your guys' content. I do apologize, but I will definitely go and take a look-see. But yes, there's been doing this logo has been the biggest pain in my butt. What? I missed it. You guys want to see my logo? Look, this is my Selena logo that I'm making for a friend. It's the fabric of this logo. Well, it's the picture of this logo. So I'm creating this logo in crocheting. That's what I just did. Take a look, see. It's so pretty and I love it. Excuse my glare. Don't judge me. I might have to go look it up, Stucky in Bed. But I've missed you guys. I'm sending you guys lots of love. Everyone, please be kind to one another. Always show respect. And if you ever need a good chat, I'm here. Talk to you later. Mwah. Have a very great day. And stay tuned because I will be posting more videos. Yay!